Lord continued, "It is this infinite consciousness that makes the seed sprout with the help of earth, water, time, etc., and become food. It makes flowers blossom and makes the nose smell their fragrance. In the same way, it is able to create and sustain the substances in the world and their corresponding sense organs, with the help of suitable means which are also brought into being by the same consciousness." At any moment we can become aware of this infinite consciousness, because it's what is doing all things. It's what is doing the experiencing. It is what is hearing the words that you're hearing now. You might say, "I'm hearing these words." But what does that mean? What are you actually doing? There is hearing going on. You're not doing the hearing. It's something that's happening. You can look into that or listen into it. And in this way take the opportunity to acknowledge that it's consciousness doing this. The energy of this consciousness is able to create the entire universe, and then entertaining the notion, "this is not," reduces everything to a state of void. This has been expressed in cosmological terms, but spiritually, the notion, "this is not," is how we stop identifying with the notions, and we actually realize that everything is a state of void. And this isn't in a bad sense. It's a state of total freedom. It's freedom from identification with limited notions. This apparent creation is but a reflection of consciousness within itself, which has apparently acquired a body in course of time. We can think of this as the individual body or as the cosmic body, which is the whole cosmos. The trinity is a manifestation of, and also is, that cosmic power or energy that determines, "so it shall be, and it shall not be otherwise." Yet consciousness does not create anything. It is like a lamp that illumines the room in which actions take place. We can come up with lots of stories about how things came to be the way they are. And the Trinity here is the story of the Hindu Trinity, Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu. This is a way of describing how things came to be the way they are. Vasishta asked, "Lord, what are the energies of this Shiva consciousness, and what are their powers and their activities?" The Lord replied, "The Supreme Being is formless, and yet the following 5 are its aspects." So here we've got another way of looking at it, another story. Will, space, time, order or destiny, and the cosmic unmanifest nature. So will is that motivation, that inclination towards comprehension. Space, time are the parameters of our senses. We experience things in space and through time. Order is cause and effect. It's cause and effect, or you can think of it in terms of various hierarchies of beings. And the cosmic unmanifest nature. So we've got the possibility of going beyond these first 4. The first 4 represent conditioning, and the last one represents unconditioning. So we could say that all these are the 5 aspects. They constitute the dynamic of being. It has countless powers or energies or potencies. Chief among them are knowledge, dynamics, action and non-action. So knowledge is this will to comprehension again, it's what we want to comprehend. Dynamics is the movement of the attention from one thing to another. And action and non-action, actions being involved with all the notions that knowledge gives us, and non-action is withdrawing from these notions. So that's a possible way of looking at it. and all I've done is give a possible interpretation. They're stories, and stories have their place. Stories allow us to achieve certain things, but they're only stories, and we mustn't believe them to be truth because they've all got limited modes of operation. All stories have got limited modes of operation. So the story of Santa Claus is a nice way of imbuing children with a sense of wonder and a sense of global identity, perhaps. But at some point you go beyond that story and you have to drop it. And this is what the next paragraph says. All these are but pure consciousness. Because they are called the potencies of consciousness, they are apparently regarded as distinct from consciousness, though in fact they are not. It's just a way of talking about things. This entire creation is like a stage in which all these potencies of consciousness dance to the tune of time. The foremost among these is known as order, the natural order of things and sequences, cause and effect. It is also known as action, desire, or will to do, time, etc. It is this potency that ordains that each thing should have a certain characteristic, from the blade of grass to the creator Brahma. The idea that these things are ordained it gives the wrong idea that there's some supreme mind sorting things out. It's not, it's just a way of describing the intrinsic isness of everything. And they're certainly not preordained. This natural order is free from excitement, but not purified of its limitation. That, the natural order, is what dances a dance drama known as the world appearance. It portrays various moods, compassion, anger, etc. It produces and removes various seasons and epochs. It is accompanied by the celestial music and the roaring of the oceans. Its stage is illumined by the sun and the moon and the stars. Its actors and actresses are the living beings in all the worlds. Such is the dance of the natural order. The Lord, who is the infinite consciousness, is the silent but alert witness of this cosmic dance. He is non-different from the dancer, the cosmic natural order, and the dance, the happenings. And this is Shiva again. Shiva is the great dancer. This is a lovely description of the stream of being, the stream of experiencing. It's a miraculous exuberance. This is what is happening from moment to moment.